What's up, everybody? This is Jose.
And Katie.
Today we are in Jacksonville, Florida, the largest city in the world, and the largest city in Florida, and the largest city in the universe. And y'all go right ahead. You're already started the process of walking across the road. I'm not going to stop it. It's all good, man. We're going to explore the rougher parts of Jacksonville, like the worst neighborhoods. Every month, 10,000 people in Jacksonville are watching our videos. So, and again, we've never lived in Jacksonville, so I really appreciate you guys supporting us in this fashion. Kind of move a little bit more carefully, because unfortunately, you know, with all those viewerships and, you know, we're doing videos in the worst neighborhoods and stuff, you have to be a little careful. We've had our circumstances here that have been kind of scary, but nonetheless, we always come to Jacksonville, and is it one of your favorite cities to be in America, Katie?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite cities to come to. Despite the challenges and difficulties of recording here, it is still one of my favorite cities, and the numbers speak for themselves. A lot of entrepreneurship in Jacksonville. The guy doing a car wash, the guy doing landscaping, the guy buying lots, flipping houses. You don't hear about those black people from Jacksonville. All you hear about is black people killing each other. The whole thing caught fire. The only thing left is the metal bars on the windows. But then the good, hard-working people in these neighborhoods, then they have to deal with the stigma of those bad people. It costs more money to catch an Uber here, but it's also going to take longer for the Uber to show up. That's one aspect of it. But then there's more. Now, the people in this neighborhood are all economically deprived from in one way or another because of discrimination in this country. So now the people that live in this neighborhood, they're not able to tip. So
look at the.
You gotta tell me, because I can't.
Prices.
What are the rent prices? How much?
$12.76.
There's no Walmart. How far is the closest Walmart from here? Just out of curiosity. How far is the closest Walmart?
Look at.
Yeah.
5.9 miles.
5.9 miles. How long would it take to drive there?
Actually, 5.8.
Is it the one on the other side of the bridge?
There's two. 16 minutes for one. And
15 minutes for the other.
Yeah.
Right. But we live 6 minutes from a Walmart, because they do put a Walmart in our neighborhood.
Yeah. So
it's like everything infinitely, from going to the store, getting gas. Yo, what's good? Everything becomes infinitely more difficult for these communities, and that's what a lot of people don't really understand. People that haven't really spent a lot of time in these African American communities, what they don't really understand is that life is infinitely more complicated for these people than for you. Your Walmart's closer. You can get your gas stations are going to be closer. Access to though their gas stations here are closed at night. They can't open a gas station here at night. The gas station from where I live is open 24 hours. Gas station around here can't be open 20. Look at these apartments. My goodness. Just really. The gas station where I live is open 24 hours. You can't have a gas station open 24 hours in a neighborhood like this. Head around here. Oh, look at that. He's sitting on 28, man. You know, to the average black person trying to get ahead, it's a little bit more complicated. Now, it does create opportunity, and some people do take advantage of that opportunity. I don't know if you guys know this, but rents are more affordable in poor neighborhoods. It costs more money. Well, we all know it costs more money to be poor than to be rich. That's not a secret. If you own your house, you're not paying rent. You're paying zero, and if you're paying rent, you're making somebody else rich. So we all know that it costs more to be poor than to be rich. Think about somebody that has to pay an Uber driver to go to work. It actually costs them $700 a month to get to work, and that's for a 10-minute ride. In other words, it literally costs more money to Uber to work than it does to own a vehicle to get to work. But the person Ubering to work only has those $5 up front to pay back and forth. So poverty is an endless cycle that traps you. But what I want the young people of Jacksonville to hear me out on is this, bro. There's no females in prison. And the most manly thing that you can do is being with... It ain't being a gangster. It ain't wearing a tall tee. It ain't listening to Plies. It ain't having a Dodge Charger on 34s. The most manly thing that you can do is being with a woman by your side. And that is something you cannot do if you are incarcerated. There are no women incarcerated. Not real ones, at least. The most manly, macho thing you can do is having a woman by your side. And there are no women by your side in prison. At least not real ones. The Chargers and SRTs, they're living in an apartment complex that I swear to you I would not live in. First, get the house in the suburbs, or at least the apartment, you know, out by the beach, and then get the Charger. So you can't have you can't have the Dodge Charger on 32s, even if they're really, you know, I see dudes they're driving a $60,000 car, but they're still living with their mama. First, you even if, let's say you can't buy a house, okay, I guess you can't buy a house, at least get yourself a decent apartment in a safe neighborhood. Once you get yourself a decent apartment in a nice neighborhood and your credit's good, then you can get that Charger, and then you're parking that Charger in front of your own parking spot, not in front of your grandma's house. You know, let's say there's a rich person, right? Now somebody's got money and they're able to live in a nice neighborhood. They're able to pay the best lawyers. If they get in trouble, they can get bailed out. Even a not honorable lifestyle, addiction, vices, and all that. But because they have access to money, it doesn't really affect their quality of living. But if you're poor and you become addicted, it definitely affects your quality of living on a massive scale. White people ain't got time to hang out with their homies. My white friends have to call me. Like, hey man, they call me late at night. Like, hey man, how was your day? I ain't got time to go hang out with my white friends. Because my white friends got stuff going on. They're busy. I can't go hang out with my white friends. They're too busy. They got stuff going on in their life. So, hear me out. If the rich people, the white, rich, privileged people, got to wake up at 5 in the morning, and they don't get home till 7 o'clock at night, stuck in a 2-hour traffic jam, and then at 10:30 at night, they go drive Uber for another extra hour, what makes you think that you living in poverty and discrimination don't have to do 10 times harder than them? Discriminated you are, the harder you have to try. That's not, you know, that's guaranteed. I was in El Dorado on Spokes or Dubs.
Nice.
4Gs, can't tell from here. I think it's pimping with the imping, baby. The Duval with the Uval, you heard me, Woody? That's the Duval with the Uval right there, man. Yeah, Cadillac on 22s. Ain't nothing in my life but stay true. They're making fun of me for driving Uber like if it was an embarrassing thing to do. And I guarantee you that these people that are laughing at me for driving Uber do not make more money than me at the end of the year. I guarantee it. That's where you got to realize that other people's opinions are completely worthless and irrelevant. Some donks out here, man. Oh, snap. Look at all these rides. Yo, look at all these rides, man. Oh, that's the one car we saw earlier. This neighborhood pimping. Hold on. It's pimping, bro. It's pimping. Snap, that's loud. Dang, that is bumping, bro.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Pearl Street.
Let's go. Look at these apartments right here. Twin Towers. Jacksonville housing. Oh, there are projects. Okay.
At the light, turn left onto North Pearl Street.
This was at Montgomery. If you are willing to put in the work, it ain't free. And I feel like the reason why is because, like, where there's fear, there's actually a lot of money to be made where there's fear. Like, I made really good money in Alabama, and it was because I was willing to do stuff that other people weren't willing to do. Now, trading your safety for money is possibly one of the stupidest things you could do with your life. But if you are willing to take that risk, if you don't have kids or you just are desperate enough, there is money to be made with taking risk. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to do something illegal, or because, you know, doesn't mean you have to do something illegal. You can do something illegal, but that's just more risky.
At the light, turn left onto Tallulah Avenue.
Turn right, left, right, two-step, right, left, right.
Continue for
Crab
3/4
house.
of a mile.
Were you mad at me when I was doing that?
I thought it was nasty.
It's nasty, but people need. That's what we're here to work.
Yeah.
We're here to show people the reality of what's happening in America.
We get the nice car.
Imagine living here, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine living here. Look at how ghetto this is. Imagine living here. Imagine living here. Look at these apartments. Imagine living here. Look at this. Imagine living here in these apartments, but driving that. Dude. Imagine. That thing is clean. Okay, I get it. The rims, the car's clean. The rims are clean. I love it. I really do. And they got the University of Miami logo. But imagine living in this neighborhood. This one's got rims too. Imagine living in this neighborhood though, to drive that. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
if you lived in the neighborhood that I live in and drove that. Look how ghetto this is. My goodness. This is like really hood out here. Like trapped out, totally trapped out apartments. Look at this. This is downtown Jacksonville. Like, what the crap? We're literally like 2 minutes outside of downtown Jacksonville. In this neighborhood while driving that. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of like, okay, you live back here, but you drive that. Come on, buddy. I'm assuming. I'm not sure, but assuming I'm correct about the fact that homie's living back here, but driving that. If that's the true assumption and it's correct. Wow. You live in this neighborhood, but you drive that? Come on. Priorities. Get your priorities. Dude, this is like, wow. The hood, dog. Yeah, buddy. Okay, like if you lived in the new apartments across the way, right? You live in the new apartments across the way and are driving that, then okay, like, okay, you got the apartment first, but you can't live in the hood, dog, and drive a car like that, dog. There's a homeless camp right here. It's so sad to see how people gotta live. You got homeless people over here, you got graffiti over there. So sad. Sad how people are living.
There is an exit over there.
I know, I saw it, but I want to go this way again. This area seems interesting. There's a lot to see. What's good, bro?
Huh?
What's good, my man?
No, man.
You doing good?
Yeah.
What happened to how you get hurt?
I caught a stroke.
Car?
Yeah, a stroke.
Oh, you had a stroke. Come here real
Yeah.
quick, bro. I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Let the car pass. Take that right there, all right, my man?
Thank you, man.
Have a good day, bro.
You too.
All right, bro. Watch out with these cars, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day, man.
You too.
It's only so much you can do for people. You want to help people, whatever, but there's only so much that you can do for people. You know, unfortunately, It's sad. Like, you see so many. Look at these apartments. My goodness, this is bad. Wow. This is tough back here. This is it seems like, what, one way in, one way out. What's the way out?
Here,
The world today?
in the world
It's crazy.
today, you see all this, like. And a lot of the people that we see have seen here in Jacksonville and
Reason.
yeah.
You know, but what option do you don't really know, right? You really don't. Here. It would be like Uber, where you'd have to have a pass.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd have to be registered to use it the first time.
Yeah. Kind of like a gym membership.
Kind of like a gym membership. But instead of going there to work out, you're just going there to hang out.
Yeah.
Basically, like a better version of a homeless shelter, but that's not marketed as a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
It's marketed as a service, like where you can go there. Okay, let's say $12. 12 times, do the math again. 12 times 30. Do 12 times 30 real quick.
360
Times 2.
720
Times 31.
22,320.
It would be feasible. It would be feasible if you could get enough people to go in it. People can pay $12 a day to go somewhere in the streets.